Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 5 of my Outnumbered challenge. I'm fresh home from bowling league, so I'm full of pizza and beer and ready to see what sort of effect the hour has on that particular set of conditions. But what I want to do today is, for a while now, we've assumed that when you kill the natives at the two camps on map 1, so the western camp, which is northeast of the fishing dock, and then the far eastern camp. So you're looking at the camps that have the weapon rack and the small bamboo smoker. I've gotten the ones for the weapon rack, but I still need to get to the camp for the small bamboo smoker. So my goal today is to get to that camp, kill the natives, and then come back here to the abandoned village and start building up a base, and then seeing if we still see native patrols and spawns. So that's the goal today. Let's see how that goes. Looks like I have a little bit of time before I have to go to bed, so let's get caught up on all of our stuff. So there's some water that I didn't quite finish, so I'm good on water. I have some meat over here, so I will eat one and then put one in my bag. Actually, let's just go ahead and eat the other one. Okay, so that was kind of wasted because it didn't give me much health. So I will eat a banana and eat another one. Okay, and then I will have some fat. Okay, so we're at 100% now, so all of our levels are good. Do I have anything that's going to expire while I sleep? I do not. So, looks good. So, I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep and try to start off. I'm not sure what's down there. We'll start off early tomorrow because I expect to get lost. What I'm tempted to do is to go to map 2 and then take the bridge back to map 1, because I know once I come across the bridge, the native camp is directly to the north. So I think I'm just going to do that because I think I'll have a better chance of finding it. My navigation skills on a good day are questionable at best. I can only imagine that those are slightly less with some beer and pizza. So we'll see. So let's get started. If I could find some blue mushrooms, that would be great, because my day-long excursions tend to turn into way longer day-long excursions. So, oh, perfect. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up some sticks as well. So, if I step on something, I will be able to make a fire. Although I am in the... Well, I think I'm in the rainy season, although I might have come out of it on the last episode, because I think I made a comment about how abruptly the transition is when it goes from the rainy season to normal, because, like, the rain just completely stops and the sun comes out, and it's just a very awkward transition. But at any rate, let's get going. Always miss that log in the first and second try, apparently, and third. Jesus, come on, there you go. In the end, we might come to realize that this wasn't the best idea to play after I get home from bowling, but since I don't have to work tomorrow, I thought this would be a good opportunity to see just how I do. You were down there. Okay. I did not look to see if the cat was there, but no worries. If he is, I will find him. And by that I mean he will find me. God. Pig scared the shit out of me. Yes. I do need to keep reminding myself to pick up sticks. So even though you are watching this after the fact, please feel free to remind me when I forget to pick up sticks. Let's see. Alright. So I'm good on small sticks because a fire is 6 small ones and 8 regular size sticks. There is a cat spawn up here. So the last time I came this way, I killed him and then I pushed him off the cliff, which was incredibly funny. But then I fell off the cliff after him, and that was even funnier. But unfortunately, that was the episode that I recorded nothing but a black screen and game noise, so nobody actually saw it except me. But I assure you, it was my new funniest moment inside the game. Why is there... Oh, yeah. Apparently, if you rub too close to a tree as you walk by, it can actually turn into rope if it happens to be a rope tree. Now, the last time I came this way, I saw the cat, but evidently down here on the rocks, it couldn't get to me. So I heard it growling, and then it started to walk away, so I followed it so I could kill it. But then it disappeared, and I panicked because I could no longer see it. So then I just ran away. And I think that's the right choice. I don't believe I made a mistake in that judgment. Okay, I do need bananas. Question is there a spider? This is on using our mod, so we're using custom difficulty, which essentially means the watch is broke. I'm not wearing armor. Oh, don't fall off the log. Let's see. You'd think I would know this by heart now, but how often we play. Well, just go back and look at the other videos. I explained what all we've changed. Les Paul is looking at other things to change, more so regarding sanity. Oh yeah, those are some other things. Poison and venom are way more lethal in this version of our mod. Fever will impact you a lot more, and wounds in general impact you a lot more. So we basically just made everything harder. Spiders and snakes no longer make noise, so you can't hear them before you step on them, which makes that way more challenging. But Les is also looking at some sanity changes. So on the latest version that he was testing, he had made it so if you get a rash, instead of it only taking 1 sanity away every it's like 7 to 10 seconds, somewhere in there, it was taking 20. So by the time it ticked all the way down, you had lost like 60% of your sanity, and you were like hearing hallucinations if you actually let the rash go unattended, which is amazing. So I do plan on making that change to mine. I don't actually run into anthills that often, but rashes before were pretty like a non-event. For the most part, we would just ignore them because at the most you would only ever lose like 7 sanity, and that's no big deal whatsoever. As soon as you eat a piece of meat and stand by a fire for more than 5 seconds, you've gotten that back. So I do like that. I'm all about making the game harder to where there are actual repercussions to your inaction. I don't need small sticks anymore. So I really like that idea. We're still trying to figure out exactly how the insanity hallucinations work. For for the most part, it seems like when you get hallucinations, you'll get the apparitions that show up, but it only appears to be just the one wave. So you'll get one wave that shows up anywhere between like 1 minute and 5 minutes after you get your sanity below a certain point. Don't think I can drop that far, but just be safe. So I do really like the idea of actually like forcing you to do something if you get a rash. So I do want to make that change to, God, stupid crab. I do want to make that change to my version as well, and I will probably start playing on that next time. But I was thinking the other day about, because it does seem to still be a thing where the spawns at these two camps dictate how the spawns in the rest of the game work. Oops. And so I want to see if that is actually still the case in our mod as well. So we will see. Eventually I will get to the bridge. How am I doing on band-aids? I can top off with 3 more. Don't think there's anything in this particular area that will want to kill me, so it's as good a spot as any. And 10. Oh, settle now. All right. So you're trying to find the little hidden path that leads back to the bridge. We don't come this way a lot, so I do have to kind of think about it. It's not there, so it must be back this way. An egg. I'm good. I don't need an egg. It's not there. How am I doing on... Actually, I could use a... I could have taken the nest too, but it's fine. Stick. Alright. So I'm good with my sticks that I need to make a fire. It does still seem to be raining, so I must still be in the rainy season. Hopefully I didn't go past the bridge point. So it does feel like I did. I'm not sure I've ever gone to the bridge from, like, coming from map 1 and then going back across like this. Yeah, it looks safe-ish. Tapia? Yes. I know. Aha. Looks promising. There we go. Okay, there is always a snake on the other side of the bridge somewhere, so pay attention to that when you come across, especially when you can't hear them. That makes it all the more exciting. Use a spear, just because I need to practice. You, and I will harvest you just because. How am I on weight? I'm heavy, but okay. Okay, so the camp is right up here. I'm not entirely sure. I know there isn't a cat spawn here, but there might be spiders in here. So keep an eye out for them. It's all the more difficult in the rainy season because the rain does obscure your view some. Like the sun's not out, so it's not as bright, so it's harder to see things. So when you're not able to hear the spiders, it does make it harder to even see them. And so it is Okay. Hot damn. I found that way faster than I thought. Now, the good thing about these camps is that there's only 3 guys. Considering what we deal with like the normal spawns that have like 5 through 8, this is almost like a welcome thing. Okay, let's make sure I have my bow. I do. Should I take that guy out first? Move you over. Yeah. Oh god, he is pissed. Oh god, why? That wasn't even close. I'm stepping on my cord. Die! Oh, there's a dog sitting on my cord. No wonder I couldn't move. Alright, I'm going to come in here and bandage real quick because it's kind of well, it's not a cheat, but natives cannot come into these tribal tents. So it allows you a little bit of a break that you can bandage really quick so you don't die. Okay. Let's see. Where are you, my friend? I think this is the archer too. Ideally, if I can get him to take some shots at me, that would be ideal because I am down a couple arrows. I'm not sure what he's doing. Sir, could you shoot some arrows at me? Oh, he does have a bow, so it is an archer. I'm not entirely sure how the archers work. Like, I don't understand why he doesn't try to shoot at me. I'm not sure he knows why he isn't shooting at me. I just need 2 of your arrows, sir. What do you do? Fall off the wall? Oh, he's over there. Well, this is just silly. Oh. Where are you going? Oh, oh. One more. Oh. Oh, wait. Here we go. Come on. I'll take one more. Go on. Oh, horrible shot. He's gonna be dead here in a second. Although I do want to keep... There he is. Okay. Alright. Let's track down all my shit. Okay, the one that I missed is there. Where did he die? Hello? Your bow is probably better than mine. So I will take that, I believe. Oh yeah, 89%. Although 69. Aw. Let's see. All right, you guys. Ooh. I mean, here's a couple arrows. Thanks for holding on to those for me, boys. Come on, gimme. Gimme. Ooh, another. Oh, is that the one I threw at you? I didn't realize I still had those, but. Oh, God. Please. Please, just give me the arrow. I don't want to. It is easier to get the arrows if you harvest them, but harvesting humans, I'm pretty sure, is like a guaranteed. What are you? I mean, I know you're a spear, but what's your durability? 84. You are 30. Not great. Aw, it didn't even make a sound. You guys didn't have knives? Rude. Ooh, campfire ash. Boiled banana. Okay. So let's try to remember where he would have shot those arrows at. So he was... Where were we? So, another point to remember is if you're going to have the archer shoot at you, try to remember where those arrows are going to land, because that's where they're going to end up. Let's see. I mean, through this whole thing, I've actually lost 2 arrows. That's... Alright. Let's see. I don't think I was down this far. I really should have paid more attention to what was behind me during that whole thing. On the upside, those arrows would have been like 100% durability when he shot them, so I do still have some time to find them, but... Oh, there's one. It does appear that I'm losing light. Oh, we're getting there. Okay, is there one more? Please, please give me one more. So I found 3 back here, so that makes me wonder if I missed more than I thought I did. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I started with 8. So let's double check everyone again. I think I picked up the one that I overshot on him. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Well, unless if like all the native spawns break because I just killed this camp, then it'll matter. But if that does happen, then I'm just going to reinstall the game and redo my saves. That's pretty much the only way that you can fix that particular bug. How am I on weights? I'm heavy. No idea what time it is, but it does seem like it is getting dark. So I already have a flint. Damn. Ooh. Okay, I'm happy. I have 10 arrows. So let's just like set up camp here, I guess. We'll just spend the night here. And then tomorrow morning we will head back to the abandoned village in map 1. Downside of the tribal arrows is they stick out of your bag if you put them down there. That's kind of annoying, but it's okay. I will. Oh, that's right. I forgot I got worms. So we need to pick up fish bones again next time we get by water with fish. Okay, so let's do a fire. I need to make sure that there's a bed here. Is any of this considered a leaf bed? What? This place doesn't have a bed? That's stupid. Alright, well that changes that a little bit, so... Oh, that sucks. Alright, so... We are going to... No, you don't. Scarf down our blue mushrooms. I'm going to cook up this rattlesnake. And then we are going to have an adventure back somewhere in the dark. And that's fine. Okay, let's build a fire. Let's see, do I have any pots or anything on me? I do not. Okay. You go there. Cook some rattlesnake. Let's just snack a little bit. I mean, I think we're going to be good on most of our stats. Let's get another drink of water. All right, so we're in good shape. I'm going to make since there's a bone over here, I'm going to make a quick bone soup because those give good stats. Okay, one more of those. Get some of our sticks back from making the fire. And nope. Keep hitting the tent. Okay, we're good on sticks. I don't need either of those. Going to drink this bone soup. And I'm keeping the shell since I forgot to bring one with me. So now the question is, do I truck through map 1? Let's see, do I have the log bed? I do not. So that means that we haven't gone to the plane yet on this save. So, yeah, so let's go that way. Instead of going back to map 2 and going down that way, let's stick to map 1. We'll head south towards where the airplane is. Downside to this strategy is that there are a lot of spiders in that path. Normally I kind of stick to the cliff on my way down because if you follow that cliff, it'll lead you right to the plane. The downside is that there are a lot of spiders that are along the cliff. So since I'm going to raise the brightness a little bit, mainly, I'll say it's mainly for you guys, but it's certainly going to help me as well to see these spiders that are trying to eat my face. Oh, I don't like it. I mean, I love that we've made the game harder. Because even in our normal survival, like, challenges that we made up for ourselves, I mean, it was fun for a bit to see if you could actually, like, do a particular challenge. But once you realize that you can play on green hell mode without any armor, using only spears, and you're still able to, like, completely survive and it not be that bad of an experience. I mean, I wish it was harder, just because it does seem like once you get to green hell mode, like, everything should be trying to kill you, and, like, if you make a mistake, it shouldn't just be like an inconvenience. It should be something that, like, stepping on a spider in green hell mode means that you have 30 seconds to do everything right, and if you don't, then you die. I think green hell mode should be incredibly punishing, and it should require like a flawless performance, or whatever you want to call it, by a player in order to survive, because that's what would happen in an actual jungle. You couldn't just haphazardly wander through the jungle and it all work out. How did I get leeches by... Even though I do like the idea of making... How the hell do I get down? Even though I like the idea of making the sanity harder so it has more impact, at the same time, I do think leeches need to be, like, adjusted somewhat. I mean, if you're at the airfield where is there a better way to get down here? If you're at the airfield, which does not have water, Yeah, that's fine. The airfield doesn't have water, yet you can still get leeches. And I would love for somebody to explain that to me. I mean, even here, when I got leeches, I never went through water. So how did I get leeches? Like, a leech cannot survive in just like a puddle. So despite the fact that it's raining, it's still not going to give you leeches. So I do think that could be adjusted. I mean, I realize that the game isn't supposed to be like super hyper realistic, but some things make more sense than others. So the tricky thing will be, well, I guess we could technically sleep at the airplane if we wanted to, because there is a bed there. No place to save, but that's fine. I think it's down there. So almost there. A little bit further of not stepping on anything would be perfect. It's a climbing point for some location on the map that you can see from all the way over here. I don't know if there are any cat spawns here. I'm not even... Oh, there's a point. Perfect. So the biggest thing about coming here is to get this particular blueprint. It's the best bed that you can build. Let's see. What's the recipe for an obsidian knife? Is it... It's not two of them. Can we make obsidian knives? I mean, I'm guessing that this is going to try to make an obsidian, like, axe of some sort. And that's not what I want. But yeah, that makes me think that that's the only thing that you can actually make. Well, that's dumb. So let's see. We're not really close to anything. Not sure that actually hit you, but I'm... Oh god, I wasn't expecting that to come with it. I'm not sure I've actually eaten iguana meat before, or a caiman lizard meat. I really don't want to make a fire just to cook that, though. Let's see, I'm trying to picture where the airplane is. There is a cave that leads to a grappling location that you can then... That takes you closer to the abandoned village, like the village is southwest of that. Maybe that's the... Wow, I'm surprised I could jump over that. Maybe that's the grappling location that we saw back there. So let's go for that. I don't want to... We're still good on energy. And this will help a little bit more. So I say we just keep going. We'll probably end up with insomnia, but we could always sleep for a few hours once we get back, just to get rid of that. I am not as familiar... Well, I'm not really familiar with a lot of this area of the map, but I can pretend for TV. So we have lots of time. Energy's good, so we'll just watch where we're stepping, take our time, head in the direction that we think we need to go, and we will just go from there. Uh, we can still hear, at least as of right now, we can still hear the cats and Cayman. So you will still hear if a cat tries to sneak up on me, you'll still hear the purr if it's a puma or the growl if it's a jaguar. Ooh, ooh. Don't mind if I do, as long as nothing tries to bite me while I get them. We are going to be amped. Okay, so I still have 2 in my bag. And I'm full on those, right? Yeah. Okay. So we are... This is a little bit thicker brush, which I'm not a big fan. Man, there are a shit ton of birds' nest over here. I don't like that I have to walk through more areas that I can't see the ground, because I have no idea what the spider situation is over here. But I do know that I am looking for... Oh, you son of a... Oh, it's a snake. That's always embarrassing to get your ass kicked by a snake. But not as much so now that they don't make any noise, because I did not see him at all. That fucker. Alright, so before it rains again, just going to make a fire really quick. I'm not sure. Focus. Okay. Okay.
I could use a drink.
I really hope I have a bone on me. Okay. Drink. Ta-da! Screw you. Actually, since you decided to bite my leg, it's only fair that you pay for dinner. So I think our biggest potential obstacle is actually going to be insomnia at this point, because it's already daylight. We're not really close to where I think we're trying to be. I didn't realize I had all this. I keep hearing something, but it could just be like a rock falling from somewhere, but... Yeah, that's probably what it is. Or sticks falling out of a tree. This meat is taking longer to cook than I expected it to. And I'm not even really low on protein either, but it's alright. How long do I have on you? So yeah, we don't have any sticks on us now. Also don't have another bone on us. So if we step on something again, we are going to... Let's see. Oh, wow. That's... So we might just hang out here for a bit. Collect some water. That's okay. Yeah, see, we have insomnia already. We'll get some of our sticks back. This should get us close at least to what we need to make another one. Okay. Awesome. Oh, God. Okay, how we doing? We're getting there. Okay. And these will collect a little bit of water inside your bag too, which I really don't think is intended, but that is how it works. So I'm guessing we should be all right with snakes, since there was one right there. They normally aren't too close together when it comes to spawns. But spiders, which are even harder to see than the snakes, could pose a problem. So, why, hello there. I'm so glad I saw you. Oh. Still not sure where I'm at yet. My biggest fear is that I'm just gonna like walk straight into a cat. But ooh. We'll take you. I do love me some Brazil nuts. I always just harvest them as soon as I get them. That way at least they show up in your food inventory. Otherwise, they go into your other inventory and it's a lot easier to forget that they're there. And then the next thing you know, you go to harvest them and they are spoiled. Gimme. I'm gonna harvest him, but probably not take the meat. Well, it's free meat. So I haven't seen that cave yet. So I'm no idea where we're at. I mean, if we follow the edge completely around, we're going to end up at the ayahuasca tunnel that leads to the abandoned camp, but that would have been like walking completely around the map, essentially, which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world, but my biggest fear is that since we're hugging this wall, it doesn't really give me a good perspective on everything else that's that way. I mean, for all I know, there could be something like incredibly relevant like right there, and I'm kind of like tunnel visioned on. Oh, you're getting close. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna start losing sanity because of insomnia. But luckily, in this particular version of the game, losing one sanity for insomnia really isn't a deal breaker. Huh. Don't really know where this is. Coconut. I will take you for water. I mean, this is probably the river that leads back to the abandoned camp. So, I guess we probably just kind of did a really big lap, but Um, that might actually. I think that is the log that leads to the ayahuasca door, which means I was in an entirely different spot than I thought. But well, I mean, we kind of knew that we were going the roundabout way, but I didn't think that we were this far yet. So there is a snake and a spider that are always by. Okay, I see the snake, and that's fine. You can stay over there. And this part is pretty clear, I think, so I don't have a problem at least running part of the way. I'll probably sleep 4 hours just to lower the insanities or the insomnia some. Now that we're back, I mean, it doesn't really. Oh yeah, I should adjust the brightness again. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're basically just we accomplished what we wanted to by killing that camp. So we have killed both of the tribal camps in map 1. And in a lot of other saves, I have seen that break tribal spawns everywhere else. So in a lot of saves, by killing those 2 camps, you would no longer get patrols or other spawns. So I'm curious if that is still the case now that we've actually modded the game to drastically increase the number of spawns and how frequently they do spawn. So we'll see pretty quick here because this is like the hotspot of activity in our modded version between the cat, which isn't impacted by tribal spawns. But there are plenty of spawn points around here for natives, and there's a patrol that is like there. So we'll definitely know pretty quick if spawns and patrols are impacted by us taking out that camp. So now that we're back, let's put our bowls out so we can start getting some more water. Actually, none of those started filling up, even though they were in my... Well, that one did. Okay. Let's put the Biden out. I lost a banana. That was a horrible throw. Yeah, we're good. I mean, sometimes you feel bad about it, but other times you're like, wow, it's really good meat. I'm not going to kill you, though, because that seems like it would just be a jerk to take you both out. I do need... Going to put that in my bag now so I don't forget about it. I'm just going to set this stuff here so I don't forget about it. Take a nap for a few hours. I think I hear singing. Scrap. Perfect. Okay. Let's take a nap. Okay, so we did get rid of the insanity. Building a fire now to cook will also increase our chances of some friends stopping by to visit. There. What are these? Meat soups. What kind of meat soup? I'm not entirely sure. 1515 must have been something small, but I'm not sure. I can't memorize all the numbers. That would just be cocky. Let's see. When are my mushrooms going to expire? Okay, I'm good with that. I have... meat. Actually, it probably would be better if at least another one of these was a soup. That way they don't go bad. Two amazing things about making soup in this game. It doesn't matter how dirty you are. When you drink them, you'll never get parasites. And there is no, like, spoilage date on them. So I could come back, like, 4 weeks from now in game, and these two soups are going to be just as delicious and perfectly fine. So that is why, if you've ever seen my airfield save, I think I counted it the other day, but I don't remember what it is offhand. But it's something ridiculous. Like, I think there are 50 coconut bowls of soup in my base, and I think there are 9 turtle shells that have soup in them at my base. And essentially what I do is I got my harvesting up past level 40, and once you hit 40, you get double the amount of stuff back. So if you kill a tapir, you get 10 steaks, and each one of those give you like 90 protein and 35 fat. It's ridiculous. It's like the best in the game. And they never expire. So I'll just go hunting and I'll like take out a couple tapirs in a day, and then I don't have to hunt for like basically a couple weeks in game because you just put them in soups, and then they just last for as long as you need them to until you actually need to eat them. So that's awesome if you have the ability to do that, or if you just like stockpile. I should say, because I haven't done that in a while. If you can just like stockpile coconuts, then that's a good way to go. I did create another save yesterday based off of this playthrough. I built a little frame up by the gold mine, and then I have that account parked up there. I'm trying to look through the code to see if I can change it so the gold mine is actually active in the survival playthrough. So that's been like the little pet project that I've been working on in my free time when I'm not having to actually do like real life stuff. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to figure out. And then I want to help Les Paul work on the sanity stuff. He's done a great job actually just tweaking it so it's much more responsive to real events that's happening in the game. But we're still trying to figure out how the apparitions work. More so, how you can get more than just one wave to show up. Right now, the timer is that once you get below a certain sanity, then you can start to get apparitions. And once you reach that threshold, there's basically a timer that starts, and anywhere from 60 seconds to 300 seconds. So somewhere in that like 1 to 5 minute range, you're going to get apparitions show up anywhere from, I think it is, I just looked at the number earlier. I think it's anywhere from 6 to 10 apparitions can spawn in a wave. But from what we've seen, it only appears to be just the one wave that shows up, which is, yeah, it just seems kind of useless. So we're trying to work through just how that whole thing works. It is coded kind of weird. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to try to decipher, but if there's anything that I have come to realize over the past few weeks is that not sure how you got over there, but go back. Is that when there is something that Les Paul wants to change about the game, regardless of his experience or knowledge of programming or anything, he digs into the code and like digs his heels into the ground and he figures that shit out. So I have no doubt whatsoever that he's going to find a way to make that work exactly how he wants it to. But at least this time, hopefully, I can help somewhat because he's definitely pulling way more of the weight than I am right now. So I'm just trying to work on other things that can help improve quality of life things in the game. So we will see. I think I'm just going to put the fire out. I think everything is cooked and we're in a good spot. So let's put the fire out and get some sleep. I know it's still early. Yeah, the moon's still all the way over there. So we'll wake up a little early, but let's see. So 4 hours after we wake up, we could take a couple mushrooms, and I think that's fine. This would actually be better if I could actually get it to sleep 12 hours, because that would put me really close to the time that I actually would want to wake up. So I'm just actually going to sleep again, and then wake up when the light gets to about where I want it. Okay, I'm good with that. So that's not the one I was aiming for, but that's fine. Okay, we drank all of that, so we might still be a little low on water. No. Okay, so we're good on water because we didn't drink all of that. So let's snack on some meat stuff. Boom. Ah. Damn meat. Okay. Wasn't even paying attention to that stuff. Unfortunate. Oh, and I slept twice, so I was off with the blue mushrooms too. So that's another good thing about making soups out of the blue mushrooms is the timing of it. I mean, you just make the soup, and then you essentially have like a Red Bull and a coconut anytime that you need a little energy, and then they never expire. So you completely avoid that situation that I just put myself in by not paying attention to times. So we're just going to snack on this guy, and then grab some bananas over here. Boom. Let's see, where is our friend the spider? Let's just say that his name is Teddy. He's Teddy the spider. I don't see him, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. I did find out I think I talked about this in a video, and it turned out that I was completely wrong about it. So these traps, they will not actually trap the regular spawn that, like, there's a spider that lives in this area. That spider is not going to end up in this trap. What this trap does is every so often it is going to spawn a critter that lives in this area into that trap. So in this instance, it will almost always be either a Brazilian wandering spider or a mouse. But just because there's a Brazilian wandering spider that will spawn inside that trap does not mean that the one that normally like lives in this area is the same one that's in that trap. There he is. I built a ton of traps along the path between the airfield and the climbing point to get down to map 3, thinking that the more traps I had, the more chances I had of it uh, trapping the spiders that constantly spawned in that area. No, not at all the case. Like, that was a total like false sense of security that I had fabricated for myself. Um, but I mean, you do get really good. I mean, building a mud base at the airfield, I probably went down that path. Um, I mean, easily like 500 plus times to get all that mud back to the base. And you do get really good at figuring out like roughly where their spawns start at, where how far they can go, like what direction they tend to go. And that shit just kind of becomes like ingrained. I didn't know that there were actually fish down here. I mean, they're just babies, but I don't think that you can get fish bones from the discus and angelfish. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure you can't because I don't think that you can harvest them. I wonder if the stingray is down here. I don't think I've ever killed a stingray in this game. I've stepped on a couple, so I'm perfectly fine with killing one. Generally, I try to avoid them, but while I'm thinking about it, I have no problem. See, I have leeches. Well, I mean, at least that time I actually kind of touched the water, but... Okay. So, let's explore a little bit. I'm not even entirely sure what the spawns are even here with like spiders and snakes. I mean, if nothing else, I'm close to the base. Although I don't think I have any bone soups that are just sitting there. Eat a Brazil nut so I don't forget about them. Those went bad because I suck at keeping time. I don't think I've seen the cat down here for a bit either, although anytime I don't play for a day or two, I tend to forget what I did the episode before. Just kind of wandering through here to see if I hear any natives. I mean, the upside is that really the main reason there was to go to the far eastern tribal camp was to get the flint. But, I mean, you can get the flint in numerous other places. And nobody really ever uses the small bamboo smoker. So if this is the case that killing those two camps does actually negatively impact the spawns everywhere else, then it's not a huge deal to just not kill the eastern camp. But at the same time, that is a really stupid bug. So so I really hope that's not the case. I have no idea how you would even try to figure that out in the code as far as like how to fix that. So hopefully that's not something that happens all the time because that would really suck. So like from here, you can see that climbing point over there, which is probably the one for Delta Camp. And that is so stupid that you can see that from all the way here. I mean, it doesn't really help you because, I mean, it's not like you can just go from here to there. Like, nothing in this game is a straight shot. So you're always weaving around this mountain or going down this, like, particular canyon to try to get somewhere. So I say we just get started with trying to build, like, some defenses, and I want to kind of build like some more frames. I wouldn't mind actually using that, so I should get a frame around that as well. But I just want to start building like platforms and stuff so I can just start picking off natives when they get close. God, stupid. It scared the shit out of me by the way I was just standing there. So let's first cover our smoker or dryer so we can start using that. Let's see. Do I want to go straight with the frame I already have or straight with the dryer? I don't know. Let's see, if that one goes there, then this one would be like there. That one would probably go, maybe. If I did that, then I would lose. Yeah, it doesn't have to be connected to that. Yeah, let's just cover this for now. I'll try to keep some things relatively straight just so it doesn't look all wappy-jawed, but alright. Go knock down some trees and shit. How am I doing on rope? Not great. Not bad, but not great. Clear some trees and get off me. I should start making my normal axes. I like the... Why won't you connect to that? Huh. Weird. Alright. The axe that has the 3 stone blades in it, that was the axe that I normally use. It does a lot more damage than just the regular stone axe. It does obviously take more material, so I mean that's the downside to it, but alright. So I either need to... I hate wasting regular sticks and small sticks. I don't like leaving them there because then they become static and that just annoys the shit out of me. So I might actually build a couple stick racks just to like hold on to stuff. Let's see. I like putting these by the fire if I can, because then it makes it easier to feed your fire. One more. Guess I never really noticed that there aren't a ton of trees like right here. Just completely clear the jungle. Let's see if it'll let me pick these logs up and bind them. Not you. Huh. It's weird. I should pay a little bit more attention on the cat since I haven't seen him in a while. Okay, you go over here. Not exactly what I wanted. Okay. So now at least we can find a home for all those other sticks. That way they're not just wasting away. Let's see, I need 4. I don't want to break that down just because I'm going to need logs. So let's clean up some of this first tree. No. See, like these two are already static. So you can, if anything can be harvested to a different state, so like regular sticks can be broken down into small sticks, then you can hit it. How do I thought for sure that I clicked on that stand to get rid of all of those sticks, but okay. That's what I was trying to do the first time. So let's just clean up. Oh yeah, still full on those. You. The downside to this is that you get used to just like collecting all these sticks and putting them in there, and then the next thing you know, you're already up to 46, and you're still like cutting down more trees to get stuff, and pretty soon you just have this base full of stick stands because you're cutting down so much shit. Let's see. We can feed some into the fire as well. Oh, my planks became static too. So one way to avoid this, because it's always depressing when planks go static, is you can build them into do like a small planer box and then start to put them in there, and then only ever put like 3 of them. Like don't completely finish the build, and then if you deconstruct it, you get back all 3 of the planks that you had put into it. So that's a way that you can like temporarily hold them essentially without the risk of them turning into static objects. And that's another thing that we're looking at as well, as trying to figure out a way to get rid of that. My guess is that it's probably set up so everything in the game has a durability to it. So when sticks are on the ground or whatever, what way did that one fall? Maybe I already picked up the stuff. If a stick falls on the ground, it starts to lose durability just like anything else would, like a weapon or something like that. And once it reaches 0, instead of... stupid thing. Once it reaches 0, instead of despawning like everything else, I think it just becomes static, which is super annoying because then it's there forever, and that's a pain in the ass. But Hmm. Let's see. Well, yeah, you're.
No.
All right. So even though I knew my axe was about dead, I wasn't actually paying attention to when it was going to die. So we'll collect these, see if we can find a couple big stones laying around. I should build a fire as bait to see if I can get a couple natives to show up. When you have a fire in the book where it says that it can like bring unwanted attention or whatever, the game is actually programmed to treat, like, when you have a fire going, it does create brand new spawns that normally wouldn't necessarily be there. I'm not sure what that sound was, but I didn't like it. Is it just that pig? Okay, well, I don't see any stones. I keep feeling like I hear singing, like it's just out of reach where it's not like loud enough for me to say for sure that I'm hearing it, but at the same time it's yeah, I don't hear it. Weird. Let's see if there's any rocks over here. If not, I know that the big rock on the other side of the village normally always has big rocks by it, so we can always grab them from there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Let's see. We'll eat that. All right. At 100%. 9 hours. Damn. 20 hours. Okay, so I'm going to lose both of these before I actually wake up, so fortunately I'm going to have to waste them. How am I on other stuff? Okay, that stuff I'll just have to eat it as soon as I wake up, which is fine because I'll need stuff by then anyways. Let's see. I think now I'm just getting paranoid because it has been a while since I've seen the cat or natives. That I know that I'm pushing the time limit on when one or both of them should have spawned. Perfect. I don't think I've actually built one of these yet in this save, so my durability is probably going to be crap. But it is my favorite axe in the game, so I might as well treat myself since I'm actually able to make it myself. Yeah, 40%. But I do like it. It's probably a step below the obsidian axe, which is the next best one other than the metal axe. Not including the actual rusty axe or the machete. I have no idea what damage they do because I never actually find them in the game. So I can't really say like how much better those are compared to anything else, but one of these days the secret is to, when you first go into the game to start like a new playthrough, the best way to ensure that you're going to get the machete, the rusty axe, and the tribal arrows is to go to each of the locations where they have a possibility of spawning prior to leaving the game and then like reloading the save. So you can still save and stuff, and you can even like load back into it a save and you're fine, but don't like select quit and then load and come back because that'll actually be much more of like a hard reset and then that will despawn the arrows. I don't know if it just moves the machete and the axe or if it just despawns them as well. I don't know because or maybe they're just very well hidden and I suck at finding them. I don't know. But I know that the tribal arrows always despawn for me if I don't get them the very first try. And I never see the other ones, so I just always assume that they kind of work the same way. Oh yeah, I need to eat this stuff before it goes bad. Let's see. So what was going bad? Uh, 6 minutes, so that means 6 seconds from now. 11 seconds. All right. Some carbs. It's probably good on carbs. Let's get some protein. Okay, we were actually pretty good on that too. Water. All right, that's basically 100%. Okay, that is 100%. Let's see, the meat. 9 hours. Okay. All right. I'm going to, let's see, let's relight the fire and just let it burn. Jesus. Grabbed a stick from my bag and it scared the shit out of me when it flew at me. I think I'm just going to try to leave a fire going all the time, just to add another data point to our testing. Okay, so rekindle this. Okay. I should have used the small sticks too because I have more of them in my bag and I haven't built that stand yet, but what you could do is to build a small stand like over here. Let's see. Yeah, that would work. So then you could just like grab them and put them in the fire. Like that. Normally, what I've tried to do before is I turn this sideways so it's kind of like that to where the sticks come straight at you. And it tends to work a little bit better and I might end up moving that. But every now and then it gets a little glitchy. So I don't always do it. But This one already seems like it's going to be kind of an issue because the sides of the stick either hit that or they hit the frame. So I probably will turn that at some point so it kind of matches that, but that's something that we can do at any point. All right, so let's keep gathering stuff. What do I need? Still need 3 long sticks and then more rope at this point. Okay, let's go get some stick trees. I got rid of all the sticks that were in my inventory, so we should be good to collect some more with our new axe. There's a stick tree. Oh, stepped on my cord again. I mean, it could have fallen this other way and I wouldn't have complained about it, but I really hope there's not a spider spawn in here, or a snake. Oh? Is that a spawn or a patrol? Oh, and there's the cat. Oh, 6. With at least... stupid rain. I can't see anymore like what type of tribesmen they are. Oh, what direction am I facing? Alright, so let's get rid of these. It does make me feel better that we heard them. I do think I need you. What? Unacceptable. Yeah. You. So we need to grab bandage plant the next time we see that as well. God, it sounds like something's walking right on top of me. Don't like it. It must be a little testicle animal. Nope. Oh, it's almost midnight, so I've been on like an hour and a half, more than that. So the downside is that if I just go after, let's see, the natives are on that island. If I were to save the game right now, and leave, when I would load back in this save, those natives would not be there, and the cat probably wouldn't either. Like, loading back into the game completely changes the spawn stuff. So I think do I have any blue mushrooms on me? Okay. Going to get my energy all the way up. I'm going to rely on my bow quite a bit. Now, I don't think the cat can come on this side of the river, so I shouldn't have to worry about him from over here. Although, that could turn out to be wrong, and he could scare the shit out of me. Let's see, so there's two spearmen. I can't tell which ones are the archers. Okay. So if no, it's not the arrow that I want. If I headshot any of them, the rest of them will not aggro unless if I don't one-shot one of them. So if I can shoot all 6 of them in the head from across here, then they will never attack me. That's another way to not get aggro, is to just completely miss them. Oh god. Are they not coming across the river at me? I'm not. Jesus. Where are you guys going? God, if one of them like comes from behind me, it's gonna scare the shit out of me. Not what I wanted. Nice. Oh god. I'm pretty sure there's another one. Okay, he's wounded, so he's gonna die soon. Man, it took you forever to get over here. And so I just need to keep reminding myself that the cat is still out there. Okay. What are you at? Or no. Yeah. And you. Stick knife. Amateur. Probably don't. Well, I'll put that in there unless if I don't find another one. Put your leg down. Ooh, I'm getting to the good shit. Okay, that one is the 47. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I get all my arrows back. While reminding myself that there's the kitty. Alright. Where did... Need to... Oh, I missed the first one, that's right. So... Ah, that's 7. So I have 2 more. Did one of the guys die over here? Don't even remember shooting that arrow. Hold this for a second. Alright. There's an arrow. Okay, and I think that's the number I was at, right? What are you? Yeah, you're the battle. I do really like the looks of this knife, but, I mean, I can't take this over an obsidian bone knife. I should build a weapons rack. Jesus. Alright. Alright, let's see what direction he comes from, since he had to run around. Now, what I don't know is, since I ran away from him, is he still going to be coming at me at like full speed? Because that's going to scare the shit out of me when he just comes flying out of a bush at me at 90 miles an hour. I'm going to use this opportunity to save. Are you a Cappy? What? Or you're nothing, just a shadow. Now, what you could do is you could actually build a ladder on a frame like this, just so you could because you can stand on top of the frames that are just covered in leaves. The safest way to do it is to just stay above the frame itself, but you can actually walk across there, and most of the time it... Oh, here we go. Where'd you get me? All right, so this is good signs. But this is a good example of, this is like a fire camp spawn. So this is a patrol that reacts just because you have a fire burning. And so that was another thing that I wanted to test. So now what I don't know is if that spawn was already there prior, like when I came back. So I can't count that one for sure. But if when I load back into the game tomorrow or whenever, if I get another spawn or a patrol, then I'll be pretty satisfied that killing that second camp didn't impact the spawns using the mod that we're using. So we'll wait and see. Basically, it's just going to take some more time to do some testing and just watch and see what the behavior of it is. But so far, at least, it seems like it wasn't negatively impacted by taking out that camp. So I think on the next one, we'll just keep an eye on patrols and spawns while we keep building up some more stuff around the base and see what sort of shenanigans we can get into. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this wasn't too hectic. I don't think I'm tipsy anymore, so I guess there's that. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.